Guys, welcome back to the farm. Harness here, and this is Farming Sim. So, yeah, I've been doing a bit of thinking over the last few days, and I've decided that it's probably going to be the last episode on this one. Given the fact it's no longer a challenge, really. I've had every crop that I could growing. I have somewhere in the region of about $5 to $6 million a year in profit, or just money coming in. So yeah, I've decided what I thought I'd do is have a quick just look around the farm and show you some of the stats from this game, because it's quite eye-opening actually. So that's my cornfield. That's a sorghum field. This one ended up being silver beet for sugar. I've got my 2 potato fields, my poplar, which never really turned into much, olives and grapes, and I'm still debating whether or not I think these two are good crops to get into. Olives, not so much, because the oil, okay, it's useful for the potato chips here, but realistically, I could have done without that and just used the olive oil, so not olive, sunflower and canola oil, and excuse me, actually double the size or triple the size of my grapes, to be honest, because raisins seem to be fairly profitable. This here is a field I was using for the hay, the cows. This was my canola field in the end. My small silage field, which probably due for harvest, but yeah, so. And then I had a wheat field, sunflower field. Let's just drop down. These are 4 greenhouses producing everything. My sheep. So the sheep produce the wool, which goes to the spinnery. Spinnery then sends it to the tanner. That's a flour mill, sending it to the bakery. EGA plants ticking away. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a trailer full of manure. Never did load that in. Couple of big cow things. These things are useful. If you're going to get into cows, invest in one of these, which is a slurry tank. It's not very expensive and adds 2 million litres of storage to this, I think. It just makes it useful, so these fill up rather quickly. This just holds it quite nicely. Manure pit from both. If you get it close enough, it'll click both. Dairy factory, cereal factory, sugar factory. Couple of... I don't think these are the right size, considering these are 300 odd chickens, and I think they need to be bigger. But yeah. So that, if I go up as high as I can, oh, and if I get myself over here, which is where you spawn, this is my farm in its final incarnation. I own all this land. I bought the entire map, but I never did anything over this, eh? But yeah. So that is the Korpi map in all its glory. What I'll do now is I shall just cut to what it looks like before you've done anything. So here is a new instance of the Korpi map. So this is basically as you spawn when you first start the game. So let's just go straight up. And yeah, some big changes. So in my map, that's gone. I've converted that to one big field. Chug through there. Those three were gone. Was no, some of that. That one, and that one are gone. This is where I had my hay field running down here. A big field there, so all these trees were gone. All those trees are gone. I think that lot went. That lot went. That lot went. Half of that. Huge chunk of tree felling there for the other field. So it's amazing how much things have changed. Yeah, I think I cut down that tree to make a... Oh, I think I cut down those two, put the field there. That lot for the field there. That lot for the field there. So the BGA was in here. Sheep were in here. Production's all here. Hayfield, sorry, grass field for the sheep up there. And that was my main... That area there was my main yard with this bit. So, yeah. Just amazing how much work's gone in and how much things have changed. That area not so much. This area all in here anyway. So, yeah, I'll just flick back and I'll show you some of the stats from the save that has got all the work done on it. So, yeah, so contrast that pristine wilderness with this almost industrialized chunk. Which looks better if you come this way a bit so you can actually see all the buildings loading in. But, yeah, massive changes. And as I said, I'll show you the stats. So this is that one? No, stats. This one. So this is the complete stats for the save game. So look at that, 206,000 litres of seeds, 800,000 litres of fertiliser, only 2,400 bales. I thought it'd be produced more than that. 3,716 trees. And there you go, almost 600 hours played in this world. Harvested $70,000, 100,000 grapes. Yeah. Spent 167 hours working. Seems a bit low. I wonder what the difference between working, cultivating, ploughing and sowing are. Or is that the sum of it? 100, 116, 126, 146, 100... Yeah. So somehow, that lot, 167 hours, 600 hours played. Weird. I don't know how that's calculated because... that might not take into account workers. Because for a lot of the game I had workers doing most of it. 40,000 litres of fuel gone. 2,000 Ks driven. But yeah. So that is 600 hours work. And I enjoyed pretty much every single minute of it. This game, this is my first time I've played this game. And I have thoroughly enjoyed this game. Looking at the schedule of how fast I'm pumping these videos out on YouTube, Farming Sim 25 will probably be released before this episode's released, so hopefully I'll be enjoying playing that one. But yeah, this game is well worth the money to pay for it. I've had, well, 660 hours of fun, and yeah, So I think I've set the new record, for me anyway, of the longest series I've ever done on videoing it and stuff like that. Haven't streamed anything off this yet. We live. Don't know how well this actually does live. Watch me drive me around in circles. Now if we ever, well, no, okay, so if when I do this again or another one, I'm not going to bother making square fields. I'll just follow the grass, follow the trees. Courseplay does a reasonable job. It does this absolutely fine. A little bit hinky on the corners, but hey. And as you can see, there's a weird patch there that seemed to constantly miss. And even this funny field, it did alright. Yeah, I don't think I'll bother with olives again, unless I really need olive oil. Just too much work, both olive and grapes. A lot of work, a lot of specialised machinery, and you get one harvest a year, and the yields not massive, so that's what? 70,000 olives, and that's 3, 4 years? 5 years of doing this? 3 years? Can't remember when I put these in, I have to look back at the old videos. But not sure that's really worth it. Yeah, lots of forestry could have got done, but initially this area here was going to be my production area. I was going to cut all those trees out, and as you can see I started and then gave up when this area over here became a much better idea. My only wish is that these guys here, so the chickens and the cows and the sheep actually, could auto distribute, because at the moment I have to manually move the fabric between them, but I've got the fabric automatically distributing to the tailors, same as the flour automatically distributing to the bakers over there. So, and all these auto distribute between each other. Lessons learned: don't underestimate the amount of work cows take. Previously I was able to skip 2 or 3 months while I was waiting for crops to grow because there was just nothing to do. Now that you've got cows and animals, it's every month. And even greenhouses, you've got to bring some water in, move some fabric, make sure they're fed, move on to the cows. Yes, having a feeding robot makes life so much easier. I'm so glad I went for the big ones. Oops. Otherwise having to have a machine here to mix the silage, the straw and the hay together to make this TMR food would just be a right pain. But no, I've enjoyed this. This has been a really good, so thank you very much guys if you've stuck with me through this series. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And please, as always, leave any comments, like and subscribe on YouTube, and I'll see you guys in another series. Bye!